I've been, like you said, we've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. So when we met, we were really young. We were both in our early 20s and we both had children when we were teenagers. So I pretty much watched the 18-year-olds grow up since they were about 4. And his 21-year-old, which is now my 21-year-old, she was about 8 or 9 when I first met them. So for them to be 18 and in their 20s.
Remy has long relied on a close support system that brought her convenience and stability. But things are beginning to change, and it's becoming obvious that her circumstances are unstable. Even the street appears to be deserting her, and she is losing control of her contract, similar to a new habit taking the place of an old one. A big plot twist occurred recently. Papoose, having moved on from their past, has proposed to his new girlfriend, signaling a definitive transformation in his life. Meanwhile, Remy finds herself attempting to reconnect, but it's apparent that she's now in a vulnerable position. She is starting to feel regret, and it's getting harder for her to disregard the effects of her previous decisions. Let's rewind to the initial claims surrounding Remy and Easy, the block captain. Papoose was unwavering, patient, and devoted for many years. Even while Remy was in prison, he supported her through everything, never wavering, a true example of ride-or-die love. Yet it seems like Remy didn't feel it was enough. Everything transformed the moment she began seeing Easy, standing out publicly with him as if Papoose had never been a part of her life. Her long-standing relationship with Papoose suddenly dissolved, increasing the drama. To make matters worse, Easy allegedly ruined Remy's reputation. Rumors indicate he left her stranded and even exchanged her for not one but 2 women, one of them younger. In the aftermath, Remy looked lost, regretful, and plainly depressed. Meanwhile, sources indicate that Easy has been romantically involved with 2 women from the battle rap scene. Things escalated further when it was revealed that Easy had been spending time with his ex-boyfriend and another singer from his network. By posting incendiary screenshots of texts purportedly from Zan, Tasmanian battle rapper Tayero, who had ties to the trenches, fueled the flames.
Y'all wanna be on the front lines? Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's the front line.
You going with him now?
I agree with that. I believe it firmly that she's innocent.
I'm seeing the same thing. I'm like, when it comes to that situation.
The circumstances became unmanageable, featuring well-known brands like League C, the lyricist, and others getting caught in the chatter while the drama continues to unfold. Even one of the messages anticipated that Remy would become enraged upon discovering that San had been engaged with Easy during the previous summer, serving as evidence that the drama is incredibly authentic. To make matters more difficult, she also dropped subtle suggestions suggesting that Easy might have been seeing Cabri as well. Imagine going through this kind of treatment right after leaving a supportive partner. It felt like instant retribution, and the streets were watching every move. There was no room for fabrication. Remy was being publicly scrutinized in ways that exposed the depth of the drama. Chaz, on one particularly chaotic day, didn't just spill the tea. She practically drained the entire pot on Instagram, calling out S without hesitation while the internet watched in real time. The revelations highlighted an ongoing affair, making the situation explode beyond rumors. As hostilities increased, both
Man don't know me. I will creep up.
Niggas is really mad that when they go to sleep at night.
While Bree posted her annoyance at Easy avoiding Easy for years, Bree tried to manage the story online. Her remarks read like a desperate attempt to stop the whispers from spreading, but the receipts she revealed left no room for innocence. Southeast quickly clapped back, emphasizing her credibility and refusing to let anyone belittle her achievements. She reminded everyone that even before the incident broke out, Remy had co-signed her abilities and that she had worked hard to establish herself in the battle rap arena. Her objective was straightforward. Instead of taking revenge out of bitterness, correct the record and affirm her authenticity. In the meantime, Easy's behavioral pattern became apparent. Remy wasn't the only one who used "don't you love me" techniques. He had previously used similar tricks on other ladies. Remy was a pawn in a recurring cycle of dramatic love bombing and manipulation, just like the ones who came before her. Remy stressed that she had moved on, was happier than ever, and wasn't acting spitefully even after posting the receipts on Easy.
Her primary purpose was honesty, not revenge. The history of the drama goes even further back. Remy had been in a committed relationship with Papoose for 6 years, and she stayed true to her during her incarceration. Even during times intended for family and private celebration, like Christmas 2023, she publicly showed a preference for Easy, the block captain. Photos and images showed Remy with Easy, while Papoose likely planned for a peaceful holiday at home. This public display of contempt for her former partner intensified the anger and fueled social media buzz. Remy's online persona grew more outrageous while the battle rap community kept a close eye on him. She made subs at Clarissa Shields, Papoose's new companion, while trying to disguise her own displeasure. Unbeaten and uncontested in the boxing world, Clarissa did not put up with these antics and confronted Remy head-on, forcing her into an unavoidable confrontation. The situation highlighted Remy's desperate attempts to reclaim relevance and navigate heartbreak in the public glare. Ultimately, what happened was a mix of love, treachery, manipulation, and public spectacle. Remy's actions were fueled by regret, desire, and a need to assert herself. However, as the entire town watched the unfolding spectacle, the implications were tragically evident. Remy clearly imagined she could get into the ring, figuratively or physically, and stand toe-to-toe with a woman built like a powerhouse. At that point, everything changed. The scenario became extremely real very fast. But Remy didn't stop stirring the pot. During one of their public arguments, she crossed a critical line and exposed Clarissa Shields' private phone number. Clarissa doubled down on her offer of a real fight in response, refusing to back down. The scenario went from being chaotic to being blatantly absurd at this point. Was Remy acting impulsively because she knew the fight would never happen? Or did she truly believe she could take on a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated world champion? Crowds responded by criticizing Remy and Easy for their actions. Given that Papoose had backed Remy for years and attended all 6 Chrome events, aside from the one that was overshadowed by the scandal, people pointed out how flawed the whole situation appeared. Even Joe Button got sucked into the issue, giving Clarissa dubious advice on Instagram and implying that battling Remy would be futile. Remy's past didn't assist her case either. The public was reminded of her 2007 gunshot conviction, which resulted in a 6-year prison sentence. The internet wouldn't let that history go, even if it doesn't define her. Many thought that Clarissa was inadvertently obstructing Remy's road to Papoose's return, while Remy was driving this pandemonium out of desperation. Conversely, Clarissa is no ordinary fighter.
Her hometown is Flint, Michigan, which is renowned for producing serious individuals. She's a trained knockout artist with a tough squad behind her. So while Remy might be strong, she wasn't dealing with an ordinary opponent. Clarissa even publicly questioned why Remy would leak her phone number, calling it pure disrespect. She made it clear that fighting over a man wasn't her problem. It has to do with stepping over limits. She reminded everyone that she's a trained professional and doesn't get into 30-second battles, but a full 3-minute round would be a different story entirely. Then things grew messier. The streets started muttering that Remy and Clarissa had known one another long before any of this, and some even claimed there had been a romantic history. There were rumors that Papoose had cheated on Clarissa in their purported previous relationship. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. Remy yearned for her former existence, and seeing Papoose move on so swiftly must have stung. especially since Papoose didn't just move forward, he leveled up. When he proposed to Clarissa, he locked up a future with someone who valued him. The internet erupted with opinions while Remy continued to search for solace elsewhere. People speculated whether Remy and Papoose were secretly trying to reconcile. Others felt Remy was simply trying to insert herself into Papoose's space in hopes of getting him back. The issue grew so enormous that even Fat Joe had to step in. You can tell it's serious when Fat Joe gets involved. Despite being nearly family to both of them, he acknowledged at his expert opinion appearance that not even he could resolve this. Joe also revealed behind-the-scenes facts. The night before everything broke up online, Remy was out at dinner with 10 grown men, none of whom was Papoose. He clarified immediately that Pap wasn't present, trying to quell rumors before they grew. Later, Pap verified this on Instagram, saluting Fat Joe but distancing himself from the circumstance. Meanwhile, Pap has been living his best life. While Remy is online, worrying and scrambling to clarify the narrative, Pap and Clarissa are out enjoying a romantic vacation in Hawaii. Pure tranquility. Beach cocktails and sunsets. Their joyful images and videos went viral, showcasing their shared happiness. The contrast was almost painful. Remy felt anxious and overwhelmed, but Pap and Clarissa radiated serenity and assurance. When the streets refused to let the narrative end, Remy decided to retaliate in the only manner she really knew: rap. She came back with bars directed at everyone involved. Even though the situation was already getting out of hand, she was determined to take back control of her story. Remy didn't hold back, coming for anyone who merely uttered her name in a battle. She asserted that all battle rappers ought to increase their roster. But let's face it, this strategy is doing more harm than good. People fail to recognize it for what it really is.
Instead, she's trying to distract from a significant loss she can't avoid. This L will be remembered as a pivotal point in her journey, despite the memes, public mockery, and continuous humiliation. Remy is currently receiving more internet backlash than ever before, despite the notion that things may have improved. She's out here looking bitter and exposed, and the streets are obviously loving it. Her past bars and lyrics continue to haunt her, while others plot to defame her further, even bringing Uncle Murder into the equation. Her desperation is only increased by the circumstances. If she had actually gone forward without reckoning with the repercussions, she might have escaped some public scrutiny. But mistakes were made, and now the fallout is evident. Remy risked everything and ended up with nothing. Not Papoose, nor Easy. She is now left trying to tidy up the mess she made. Was this one poor choice too many? Or is she merely confronting karma catching up? There are still unanswered questions. For the benefit of their child, might Papoose think about getting back together? Or is he better off living with Clarissa? Will Ray's insecurity continue to surface publicly? And can her career survive this whirlwind? Or is she going to be the latest victim in the controversy surrounding battle rap? For the latest updates on Remy Ma, her battles, and all the drama occurring in the streets, make sure to hit the like button. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to remain informed. You really never know what will happen next in this story.